Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Series 12 of 30 Days of Sketches by Christy's Beautiful Life. We are using exclusive sketches this month, and this one is by Kristen Foster. It's super simple. It doesn't really show a journaling spot or a title spot, so you can pretty much pick wherever you want to put it. And I decided to go with a Halloween layout this time, and it's going to be really, really simple. I was totally inspired by those vertical stripes that she has on the sketch. And so I found this paper that is striped, but it's got a pattern. And so I'm going to use those as my vertical stripes, but I'm not going to use the paper just like it is. I'm going to cut it apart first and then back it on this kind of charcoal kind of grungy paper. And I really like the way that it ends up looking, so I don't do a whole lot of crazy to it. I don't add a lot. I keep it pretty simple. And the three photos that I'm using today are of the family that I work for, their family at Halloween time. I think these are from 2020. And, there wasn't, these are either 2020 or 2021. Anyway, it's got the kids dressed up in 3 different outfits. And that's not really super uncommon, depending on where they're going, if they're just going around the neighborhood or going to a friend's house or whatever. Actually, I do believe that the picture where one is in a shark suit and one is in a dinosaur outfit, the kids were just playing dress up. They weren't actually dressed up for Halloween, but it was on Halloween, so I'm including it. I say, why not? It's October 31st. We're going to put them all on there. I really liked that this paper has the greens and the purples, and so often we veer towards orange for Halloween. I thought it was a nice change, even though, these are definitely Halloween-ish. And can be used for Halloween. The absence of the orange was kind of nice, so I'm going with it. I did ink up all my papers with some Black Soot Distress ink, but if you noticed, I cut them on the black lines that were already on that paper, and so it's got a really good definition of or framework around each one of those vertical stripes. And I guess they would be horizontal if I rotate my paper, right? And so anyway, I really like that. Also in the paper all the way to the right hand side and then the second from the left, the paper is the stripe is the same, only the dots, one goes to green and one goes to purple, and I kept those opposite each other just to kind of keep the entire layout balanced and bring some purple all the way to the right side of the paper. I do know that stripe has purple in it as well, but just to kind of mix it up, and then to bring some green all the way over to the side that has the purple striped or purple pattern paper. So I'm liking the way that this is looking. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for some embellishments. I went to my acrylic bin and I pulled out several things from my acrylic bin rather than doing any paper layering or anything like that. I have so many embellishments that are Halloween that I thought this would be a really great place to use them. And so I'm using this October 31st, and I'm using some bats and some cats, and those are all from Colorcast Designs. I've had them in my stash for a while now, and I want to go ahead and get them used up. And I don't know that I'm assuming they're not available on her site anymore. She doesn't keep things in stock that are like back products. And so you'll have to wait around till next Halloween to get that, or get something similar. The pumpkins, I'm not sure where that's from, to be honest with you. It was in my miscellaneous bin of acrylic. So I'm keeping it really simple. I'm just going to go ahead and do my 3 photos at the different levels, just like the sketch has. And I am going to kind of like stack these embellishments up and down here and call it a day. I'm not really even adding a whole lot of paper embellishments. I am going to stamp a label stamp twice. I'm going to do it once in purple and once in green. and that is going to provide me a place to keep my journaling, or the journaling that the family will do on this layout. The acrylic, I am putting those down with some glue dots, and I use the mini glue dots, or sometimes I use Zot's Bling as well. I just happen to have glue dots at the moment, and I am using those to stick it down. I find those adhere really well, and they are my first choice, although when things are really narrow, it's really hard to use a glue dot, and so then I will go to my liquid glue. So here is my stamp. This is from the Stamp Market. It is called Labeled. I'm using Royal Treatment and Garden Party for my 2 colors. Those are both Catherine Pooler inks. And the label stamp is no longer available, but any label stamp would work for this type of an application. So they are a great stamp or type of stamp to have in your arsenal, because they can be used for so many different things. And I use mine all the time. I just keep coming back to label stamps all the time for journaling, to tuck in places, and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to bring the green all the way up to the top here to bring more green towards the left-hand side of the layout, and then I'm doing the purple at the bottom to bring more purple to the right-hand side of the layout. The colors are both represented in both sides, but just to kind of keep it balanced. And I really like the way that it ends up looking. I'm having them go off the page, so I've got a bit of a diagonal design. Not a bit. I've got a total diagonal design going on here. Apparently I really like diagonal designs because I do it quite frequently. But I really do like the way that this one looks, and with the photos being on the diagonal, it really lends itself to that type of a design anyway. I'm just going to ink up the edges again with some black soot, and that is it, you guys. Really simple and a short one today. Don't forget to check out the links of everyone playing along down below. It's actually a playlist, so click on the playlist and you'll get all those videos. If you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to give me a thumbs up down below, and if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would also love for you to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I release a new video, and you'll have a new one tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.